Om Shri Sai Ram, offered my most loving salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan, loving Sai Rams to one and all. Welcome to another episode on the divine message to Mahilas and Bal Vikas Gurus. Today, let's understand the role of Bal Vikas Gurus in influencing the parents of Bal Vikas children. Swami says that Mahilas as Bal Vikas Gurus should practice what they preach, unlike the teachers who simply give information. Because whatever we want, any information we want, it's readily available in the Google search engine. And Swami wants Mahilas to become transformation engines in the train of life, leading both the children and their parents on the track of Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema and Ahimsa. So Bal Vikas Gurus must learn to make the journey comfortable and happy, says Swami. Swami advises us, don't carry heavy unwanted luggage with you. That will make the journey miserable. Don't indulge in fault finding and in picking quarrels with other Mahilas. Anger, hatred, jealousy, these are the heavy luggage Swami wants us to avoid taking with us in this journey. So less luggage, more comfort makes travel a pleasure. So when Gurus put into practice all the good habits they are going to teach before advising the children, the Gurus not only provide information but also induce transformation in the children and parents. So the word teacher doesn't denote such high ideals. It can mean only those who transmit the information, who train in some skills. So Swami directed that the Bal Vikas teachers should be known by the more appropriate name of Guru, so that these Mahilas may be always conscious of the spiritual role they have taken on and its responsibilities, its value and all. There is a story of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa in our Bal Vikas textbook. You know, Bal Vikas textbook is full of stories of devotees and saints and sages and leaders whom we can learn a lot from. It explains the effectiveness of practicing before preaching. So one day what happened, a poor mother was actually a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. She came to him and she came with her son and told, Gurudev, my son wants to eat sweets every day. This habit is spoiling his teeth and also I can't afford to buy them for him every day. I'm advising him, warning him and I'm even beating him, but all in vain. Please give him some advice and also bless him so that he stops this bad habit. Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa looked at the boy. But instead of talking to him, he asked the mother to come with him after 2 weeks. So the mother came with the boy again after 2 weeks as she was advised. When both of them sat down, Sri Ramakrishna kindly looked at the boy and told, My dear son, is it true that you trouble your mother for sweets every day? The boy hung his head and said, Yes, Guruji. And he became silent. Then Guruji asked, You are an intelligent boy. You know that those sweets are spoiling your teeth. Your mother is worried so much about you. If she spends money on sweets every day, how can she buy new books and good clothes for you? Don't you think you are making a mistake? Sri Ramakrishna's loving words touched the boy's heart. He agreed at once with a smile on his face and he promised that He won't trouble his mother for sweets anymore. After the boy went out into the garden, his grateful mother asked, Gurudev, why did you make us wait for 2 weeks to give these few words of advice? Then Ramakrishna Paramhamsa smiled and said, You see, when you came 2 weeks ago, I too was in the habit of eating sweets brought by my devotees. So, how could I ask your son not to do something which I myself was doing almost every day? So, from that day, I stopped eating sweets. That gave me enough strength and power to advise your son to do what I myself have done. Only when we preach what we practice, our words will be full of sincerity and it would appeal to the listener. So this is and should be the experience of every Bal Vikas Guru. Because gurus should practice before preaching. When kids don't listen to the parents at home, the parents approach the gurus to get some advice to their children. This is the best time to influence the parents by telling them the reason why children listen to the gurus. And the gurus can also narrate this story as well. And the gurus can organize Matru Vandana, Pitru Vandana programs during certification when children should do namaskar to their parents and receive the certificates from the hands of their parents. And all this will lead to children respecting their parents. The parents too would see a visible transformation in the behavior of their children. And they would love to be part of such a noble program. So the gurus have to organize parenting programs. And these programs can be made interesting with a lot of value games, quiz and activities for both parents and children. There can be cultural programs by Bal Vikas children also. So these kind of programs actually provide a platform to the parents to give their feedback, and the gurus also get a chance to give proper advice to the parents. The parents should be contacted quite often, and the gurus need to gauge the progress of their children and evaluate improvements in their behavior. Swami has a piece of advice for the parents. Swami says, if you tell your son to inform the person on the phone that you are not at home, when you are actually at home, or if someone knocks at the door and you send your son or daughter and tell that you are not at home, you are sowing a poisonous seed which will become a huge poisonous tree. Don't set bad examples for children to follow. So this is Swami's advice. Many parents don't allow their children to join Bal Vikas classes or to attend bhajans and participate in seva. If children clamor at home that they want to go to Bal Vikas class, the parents shout at them and call them mad. They say that religion and God are only for idlers or for old people, and the path of bhajans and Bal Vikas will lead them to sannyasa, which is the calamity to be avoided. So you can see how these parents reverse the very values of life. To such parents who are unwilling to send their kids to Bal Vikas, the gurus have to persuade them lovingly. The gurus can cite the examples of bright, cheerful, cooperating children from Bal Vikas classes, how they have improved academically, socially, personally, so that they too can send their children to these classes. Swami narrates the tale of a businessman who used to go to a guru for Harikatha every day. One day, the businessman had to go out to some other place on a business trip. So he went to the Guruji and told him that he won't be able to attend the satsang for a few days. Then the Guruji advised him to send his son instead of him. The businessman was shocked. He said, Guruji, my son is very young. He is not even married. I am afraid that he may turn to a sannyasi and he may neglect his household responsibilities. The Guru laughed listening to this answer and told, you have been coming to me from so many years, yet there is not an iota of transformation in you. You have not been able to control any of your desires till now. Do you think your son will be transformed or turn to a sannyasi or a monk in just a few days? So we can find even in our samiti, some members are not ready to send their children to Bal Vikas or participate in samiti activities. They give excuses. that their children have project works, assignments, and tuitions, and so on. Is it enough if elders participate in Samiti activities, hiding their kids at home? What is the net result? The children are distancing themselves from everyone. They are staying aloof, suffering from depression, becoming dull, academically as well as socially. Don't you think that children too need God's grace to progress in life? It is only by God's grace that the same question appears in exam to which your child is prepared for. From exams to jobs to marriage to solving family problems, God's grace can do it all. It is by sowing the seeds of devotion and discipline through Bal Vikas that children develop faith in God. This is how Bal Vikas gurus need to convince the parents and other members of the Samiti. Swami says that Bal Vikas is not only for the education of children, but also of Bal Vikas gurus, parents, and all the members of the Samiti. The Bal Vikas chores are bound to elevate and sublimate the thoughts and emotions of gurus and others far better than any other sadhana can. Let's learn more about the sadhana Mahilas have to undertake to become ideal Bal Vikas gurus and lead mankind towards divinity in our next episode. That's all for now. Thank you, Swami. Bless us all. Jai Sai Ram.